The ServiceNow shared responsibility model is something that as a platform owner or an administrator, you need to be aware of. There are a whole bunch of things that ServiceNow do for you at the platform level and the data center level, but there are a whole heap of actions that it is your responsibility to ensure are done to maintain the security and privacy and optimal operation of your ServiceNow environment. So I'll just go through a couple of the key items here on the shared responsibility matrix that ServiceNow provides. Security contact details. You need to make sure that in the, what was called the high platform, but the ServiceNow support platform, that you've registered someone there as a security contact. This is the person that ServiceNow will alert if they detect a security or privacy issue, which they need to get in contact with your organization about. So it's important that you have someone in there. That person should probably be, or persons should be someone, perhaps a representative of your cybersecurity team and of your ServiceNow team. The secure configuration of your instance. So this is the responsibility, which is solely the responsibility of you, the customer of ServiceNow, to ensure that your instance meets the best practice compliance around instance hardening, that you have looked beyond just the hardening settings at other security related options, that you are considering and actually operating data privacy within your ServiceNow environment to meet the obligations of the country or region that you're operating in. Authentication and authorization. Again, you need to manage and maintain your single sign-on, your MFA, or your local passwords, if that's the only option that you've got, in a secure manner so that you minimize the chance of a breach of security in the authentication and authorization area of ServiceNow. Your data management, data privacy compliance is your responsibility there. This is something where you need to be maintaining a data life cycle to have you compliant with the regulations of the region you're operating in. Now, this is to do with things like requests to forget, where a user may have you may have captured their details for some reason, perhaps providing them a service. They no longer use that service and they would like to be forgotten on your systems. Compliance reasons, you might need to keep particular data for a particular length of time, but then dispose of it in a regulated manner. So in ServiceNow, where you're holding data like this, you need to be aware of this and compliant. Encryption. Now, encryption in transit, encryption at rest, ServiceNow manages some of this in that they can do, or they do like a volume-based encryption of your ServiceNow application. So if someone were to sneak into a data center and steal the disk that your ServiceNow information was stored on, it would be encrypted at that volume level. However, in terms of people accessing ServiceNow and using it, it's your responsibility if you want to do column level, or what's now in Yokohama being called field level encryption. So if you want to be able to encrypt a particular field so that only roles can see that field, that is your responsibility to do that. It's not something that ServiceNow will do. Vulnerability management, privacy compliance, these are shared on the responsibility model. But again, these are things that you as a platform owner or an administrator have a responsibility to be aware for and ensure that you are doing to meet the regulations of the environment which you're working in. These areas, the shared responsibility model, this is something that at GetSome we focus on helping clients with. It's around helping them get their data privacy and compliance up to spec, helping them with their security, making sure the instances are hardened. A lot of people look at the security center and they see that they have things there that should be addressed and they put them aside because they're too hard. We focus in that area and deal with those issues for you. So if you're looking at the shared responsibility model, not sure about how you can meet some of these responsibilities, come and talk to me at GetSome and we can help you with this.